forest was buzzing with moonlight. It wasn't loud, just alive. And beneath the towering trees, Juniper, or our friend Juju, tightened the tie on her blue cloak and peeked out from her treehouse. "It feels like something's about to happen," she whispered. Hootie, her wise owl friend, murmured from the branch above, tucking one wing beneath the other. "The Sagittarius moon always stirs the feet." Juju grinned. "Let's go somewhere far tonight." And without waiting for an answer, she bounded down the spiral path at the edge of her treehouse, her boots barely touching the moss beneath her quick legs. She didn't know where she was going, but that didn't matter. Her feet moved like they had their own ideas. She ran. She ran through the silver-painted trees, past the mushrooms that glowed blue at night, over the roots that tangled like sleeping snakes in the darkness. "Catch me if you can," she shouted to Hootie, who eagerly flopped after her. But just then, she leapt over a sunken log and crack, her foot caught. Down she tumbled hard and fast, the kind of fall that knocks the wind right out of you and pulls the stars a lot closer than they should be. The whole forest was quiet. "Ow," Juju whimpered. She sat up slowly. Her knee was throbbing. But worse than the sting of that was the surprise. A second ago she was flying, and now she wasn't. Juju rubbed her eyes with one hand and her knee with the other. She wasn't crying, but something inside her felt heavy. Hootie landed beside her. He didn't speak, he just waited. And the wind shifted, and with it, a shimmer of gold began to peek out behind the branches. Not moonlight, but firelight, a golden bright light. And it was alive. It moved like a creature, weaving in between the trees, and soon Juju saw it was one. It was a deer, and it stepped through the trees, not just any deer. This one shimmered like starlight. Its antlers curved like ancient branches, and its eyes held the kind of wisdom. "Are you real?" Juju asked. The deer nodded. "Only to those who fall." She looked down at her scraped knee. "I was going so fast, but then all of a sudden I wasn't." She looked at her hands, back at her knee. "Would you like to remember how to help it?" the deer asked. Juju smiled. "Let's begin with your hands." She placed her palms together, just like the deer instructed, and rubbed them slowly at first, and then faster and faster, focusing her attention there, feeling the warmth blooming between them like fire in her fingers. "Now," whispered the deer, "pull them apart just a little and feel what lives between them." Juju hovered her hands just an inch apart from one another. Something was buzzing, a tiny pulsing, like her palms were holding this invisible lightning going back and forth between her left and her right. Her eyes widened. "It's real!" Then the deer nodded. "It's your healing hands." Without thinking, Juju gently floated them over her knee, just hovering that warmth above her knee, letting the golden warmth melt into the ache. It felt so good. The pain didn't vanish, but it did soften. And right there, in the mossy forest, the deer stamped its paw in the dirt, and a small flame flickered to life where Juju had fallen. The flame was golden and gentle and steady. "What is it?" Juju asked. The deer responded, "It's what lives in you, the part that glows even when you fall, the part that always knows how to rise." She looked down at the flame and then back at her hands. She could still feel the warmth there. She placed one gently over her heart to feel the flame burning there. "Can I keep it?" The deer nodded. "You already do." And then, like fog in the morning sun, the deer was gone. Juju didn't stand right away. She sat with the flame a little while longer. And when she finally rose, her knees still ached, but somehow it didn't matter so much. All around her, the forest looked the same, but something inside her had changed. She placed her hand over her heart and the other over her knee. One breath in and another breath out. One breath in and one breath out. "I can always find my flame," she whispered to herself. Hootie flew beside her in silence as they walked back home. Not quickly, not slowly, just the right place. Knowing that it was all unfolding at the perfect time, moving effortlessly, just like the day that becomes night. And back in her treehouse, she crawled under the quilt and the soft hush of the stars above her. The flame was gone now, at least on the outside, but when she closed her eyes, she could still feel it, that small, steady glow that flickered in the quiet. She rubbed her hands together another time. "Let's all try, slowly, gently, until the warmth blooms between your palms. And now place your hands softly over your eyes, blessing all that you see. Move your hands over your ears, blessing all that you hear. Place your hands over your throat, blessing all that you say. Now one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly, blessing your whole body, your whole life. And let the warmth and the light from the healing energy within you spread from head to toe. Golden light breathing in deeply and letting go fully. Letting your body relax, just like Juju. And with a soft sigh, her hands fell down to her sides, and she fell asleep, with the quiet glow of the forest flame still burning inside. It flickered, steadied, and stayed, just like the light within you. Sweet dreams, little one. Thank you for joining us on this magical adventure with Juju and Hootie.